Oman Private Limited as a business opportunity. Oman Private Limited was established as a one stop shop with all the services for the improvement of male sexual health. As a result, we are a unique health center that covers every facets of man's sexual health, which can be operated profitably by non-medical professional or doctors. To discuss more on this, I have Dr. Chirag Bhandari, the owner of the group. A very warm welcome to you, Dr. Chirag, and thank you for joining us. Now, I would
Thank,
request you to give us an overview into your journey, into your profile, and what are we going to offer through this insightful session. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Alka. Thank you, Franchise Bazaar, for taking up this opportunity of presenting Oman to the society. Well, I'm Dr. Chirag Bhandari. I am a certified endocrinologist and I practice in Jaipur and Delhi. And I was trained in Mysore, Pune, and London. Did my fellowship in endocrinology from London, UCL. And then I established my own center in 2018 in Jaipur called as the Institute of Andrology and Sexual Health, which is a part of the Omen group. So, um, yes, let's move on to the next slide.
Correct. So thank you for the introduction which you have given in terms of when did you start. Please help us giving an understanding, the overview of the brand in terms of when did you start, how did you start, what are the things you had in the beginning, and an overview about the company.
Okay. So, well, I started in 2018. We also have a hospital, 200 bedded hospital in Jaipur. I started in the premises of the hospital only and my own separate unit of andrology. And gradually, I built up my practice by a lot of educational awareness programs and giving talks to people in different societies, in colleges, in different companies, and just explaining about the problems which can happen in men as they age. And to my surprise, I found out that it was a very common problem, but people were very hesitant to talk about it. So I kind of developed a very informal or a friendly approach to treating these kind of patients. So OMAN was established, or Institute of Andrology and Sexual Health was established to serve the men who have these kind of problems in a cost-effective, safe, friendly, and confidential manner. So, confidentiality of the patient was our prime motto, still is. Informal conversations about their problems, like over a cup of coffee. So, I usually deal with these kind of patients over a coffee table, and as opposed to normal consultation chamber, which there is a table or a chair, but so that patients open up more easily and then they are able to discuss about their problems. Gradually, the word was spread, and then I started getting patients from all strata of the society. A lot of doctors also started referring these patients to me for these kind of problems. And with God's grace and blessings, everything went on well, and our center became one of the most advanced centers for sexual medicine for sexual health for men in India. So as of now, we are the most equipped and the most advanced sexual health center in India for men. And yeah, so basically, there are a few things which I would like to tell about Oman clinics. First of all, it is the most advanced sexual health wellness center in India, and we have offline and online solutions for male sexual health problems. And for patients who cannot come to the clinic physically, we offer online consultations to them, and we also have male sexual health medical portal as well, which deals with the medicines and various devices for male for improvement of male sexual health. So all these things cater to the improvement of the male sexual health in a
Yes.
cost-effective, safe, and cost-effective and safe manner. So a few of the things which we have is like the P shot, the biofeedback for pelvic floor, most advanced shockwave machine, cryosurgery, electromagnetic therapy, and penis enlargement programs and lasers for the sexual health problems. So all these kind of things we are doing at our own center in both Jaipur and Delhi.
Yes, we have a few of the people who have, approached us. Hi, Siddhant. Yes, we are live. Atul, hi. Yes, any question you can always post it so that you will get an answer during this live session. Hi Chetan, I am in 3D animation video section. So any question related to get into the franchisee of Oman Private Limited, please share your contact detail or your email address so that we can be in touch with you post the completion of this live session. Going forward with the next slide, we will have more understanding in terms of the benefits of getting associated with the franchisee of Oman. Yes, to Dr. Chirag, I would like to ask that what are the things which makes you different in the market in terms of the services, what you have in terms of the good ROI you have, anything which makes you different from the other competitor in the same field or in the healthcare industry. Yes, please,
So
over to you.
as you all know that the sexual health treatments are mostly dominated by the quacks in India. There are a lot of quacks and people practicing Ayurveda who claim to be sexologists and treat people with their own kind of treatments. But honestly speaking, I get all these patients who tell me their sorry state after having spent lots and lots of money on these not scientifically proven treatments to no effect, basically. So, first and foremost thing which stands us apart from the rest is that we provide scientific evidence-based treatments to the patients. So, they are safe, they are effective, and cost-friendly as well. So, the potential franchise partner will be benefited from the immediate gain of the respect and the trust that comes with the brand name Oman and IASH. Partnering with Oman Private Limited offers potential owners a viable business strategy and unequal growth possibilities. It is a
Yes.
successful and proven business model since I've been running this thing since last 2018, and we are doing good in terms of the finances, in terms of patient numbers and surgeries. So it is we know the things which will attract the patients and will convince the patient to take the treatment. We know how the whole system of sexual health medicine works very well. So it is a successful and proven business model.
Yes. Yeah, so I think we there is a technical issue. So there are multiple reasons why people should opt Omen
Hello,
Private Limited. Yes,
hello,
Doctor. Yes, Doctor Chirag. Over to you again.
hello,
We can hear you, Doctor Chirag.
hello.
We can hear you, Doctor Chirag. I think there is a technical issue with him. So, as I was mentioning, there are multiple reasons why people should opt Omen's Private Limited as a business opportunity. It's one of the upcoming areas wherein people would not like to come up quite frequently with initiations and with the effort which he has created. The people are coming up with their problem and getting the resolution for the issues. Apart from this, when I look from the investment point of view, it is one of the successful and proven business model, wherein the franchisee will become the owner, the sole owner of a particular regions. He can channelize the way he wants to do. He can get the business as per his effort for the specific region. Yes, the quick return on investment, as we can see, there is a lot of potential and very few people who are involved in this type of the services and the practice. So obviously, the quick return on investment is one of the reasons why people should opt as business opportunity. Yes, and this effort is the entire process, the entire treatment will be on the cash basis, which also becomes one of the hallmark to get associated as a partner with Women Private Limited. We have Dr. Chirag once again, who is
Sorry,
going to.
yeah, sorry, I was just getting a lot of
No
calls.
problem, no problem. So I was giving the gist, of overall benefits
Yeah,
of getting associated. You can add. You were discussing about the successful and proven business model. Over to you again.
so yeah, so uh, I will become the local expert in high demand men's sexual health treatment, and they are serving the patients from day one. This is because of our extensive marketing, which we do in almost all over India. We are marketing everywhere, or Rajasthan or Delhi, but all over India, mostly the metro cities. So yes, you can expect patients to walk in from day one, because uh, we get about 500 to 1,000 leads in this health. Um, there are quick returns on the investments, and you won't have any emergency duties as well. So you work, but you earn more than that, and you you are your own boss. Most treatments are credit card based, so you don't have to wait for the insurance companies to amount of the payment from your amount. So these
Yes.
are the
Uh,
benefits
yes, these are the
of
benefits.
benefits.
Taking the
Yeah,
franchisee
for
or
joining
owning.
women. Yes, yes.
Thanks, Chetan, for sharing your contact detail, your email address. We will be in touch with you. So, the question which you have asked for, what are you seeking in your franchisee and what is the setup requirement? We are going to take up all your question going forward in the same presentation. Please stay live with us so that we will give you answers. And Mr. Shankar Narayan, thank you for contacting us. Please give us the question. Please let us know your question and also your contact detail to be in touch with you. Over the phone post the completion. Thank you, Atul, for sharing the contact detail. We'll be in touch with you during or after the session of this live. Let's go to the next slide to discuss more. Of the queries related to Oman Private Limited. Yes, franchisee eligibility criteria and expectation. This is your answer, Chetan. We are going to take up your question now. Over to you,
So,
Dr. Chirag. Please share what are the criteria on the basis of which you are going to finalize, and what do you expect them to do at the local level
yes.
of their particular city in which they opt for a franchise.
To be a part of the franchise of, you don't need to be a doctor. You can be a businessman, or you can looking forward to work in this domain. A very highly flourishing industry, the men's sexual well, where a lot of online portals have come up uh, in the market. 2 3 are doing pretty good in terms of revenue. They are basically selling all Ayurvedic products, and it's online. We different because we are offline as well as online. We and we offer medicines as well. So, what are the eligibility criteria? The uh, a mindset of becoming an entrepreneur or expanding
Yes. Yes.
can become a part of it. Um, we would say, um, personally, we have someone on the same page as I am in the network, or in terms of expanding the franchise. Uh, Important is your dedication and professionalism, which is a must to run the franchise unit successfully. So, if you are devoted, if you are dedicated, and if you are looking to enter into an area which is very niche but very um, lucrative, then this is a very good opportunity. And um, I think basically anybody mindset is can become a franchisee. Not need
Hmm.
to be a doctor. Can be
Correct.
engineer, businessman, CA, anybody.
Correct,
Any
correct. So anybody who can relate to the kind of a business what you have, anybody who is
yes,
dedicatedly can
yes,
devote time and can
yes,
manage team of the other people in the the healthcare sector. So these are the requirement which we understand from Dr. Chirag, that these are the criteria on the basis of which he is going to finalize the franchisee. Let's go to the
right.
next move to understand more about the franchisee. Yes, as we have discussed about how did you start, the challenges you had, how are you going to give a support structure. I would like to know more about in terms of the potentiality in the market, what is the size one can expect in the coming times to get into this type of business.
Well, these are the reasons. Screen. The sexual wellness market in India alone, uh, $1.5 billion in 2020, and it will grow 8% to reach about 2 billion by the end of 2030. So
Yes.
this is a huge potential. Very few, very few who are actually doing this kind of service. There are few who are doing this, uh, but at the level where we are, and where we there is nobody in this space as of now.
Yes.
Especially there is a huge opportunity because obviously because of the high of the people over there, and their education, their understand about these problems. They are more exposed to the social media, more conscious about their own bodies. So yes, in the last 6 years, 5 years of our operations, we have there are a lot of patients who come from tier one and tier two cities. So
Right.
market potential is huge,
Huge.
and it is a blue world's healthcare industry. Uh,
Yes.
you will be surprised to know that in capital of the world, meaning that there are the most number of because of the population, because of the health style, like diabetes, blood pressure, heart
Yes.
problems. These problems are exaggerated in these kind of people, and uh, we all know that we are the diabetes of the world, so we have a lot of potential in this. Um, I just read about the recent numbers of who have been suffering from erectile dysfunction, and it was about 32 crore men. So it is a huge number, and very few people to these patients. And if we start now we will be the into this space,
Yes.
and we can potentially you know escalate our services as we move on, take in as many patients as we want, and obviously the revenue is phenomenal. The work is going to be very smooth, and it's all scientific, evidence based. We have made the protocols into your center, and you need a good doctor, a good doctor.
Mhm. Yeah, so as well said by Dr. Chirag, in terms of the potentiality to get this type of a business, since there are very few players in the market, right? You can create a better market for yourself in terms of having a presence to cater this type of problem to the people. So I think I am with the Dr. Chirag on this when he says that there is a lot of potential, which speaks from 5.8 from 2021 to 2030. It is going to be reach 2.9 billion. I think there is an issue with Dr. Chirag signal. We will go to the next slide to
Yeah.
understand about the investment. If somebody shows interested, somebody would like to know more about in terms of the investment, the brand fee and the royalty which you are going to charge, and how do we look to get our returns. I would want Mr. Dr. Chirag to give us more understanding. Over to you
Yes.
again.
Yes. Sorry, I got disconnected.
No problem.
Yes. So we are looking at an investment of about 90 lakhs to 1 crore, and it includes the whole the space, the clinic space, the infrastructure, furniture, the manpower, the equipments. There is a detailed sheet of investment which I have shared with Alka,
Yes.
and if anybody is
Yes.
interested, we can share the whole details to them. We have kept the
Yes.
franchise fee to a very basic minimum of 3 lakhs, and a royalty to about 5%. And we expect that your investment will pay back in about 3 to 4 years. But we have seen there has been an upward trend in people spending for their sexual health. So we expect that in metros, the payback period is going to be even less, maybe around 2.5 to 3 years. But yeah, I mean, you can take an average of about 3 years, which is a decent period for this kind of investment. And more details about the finance can be shared
Yes.
by Alka. There are a lot of things which we have put into the finance structure of this whole franchisee, so you can have a look at it. And if you have any questions, you can just talk to me or to Alka, and we will be happy to
Answer.
to answer.
Yes, yes. So anywhere, it starts with 90 lakh of the projection, with the 3 lakh of franchisee fee, which is clearly mentioned by Dr. Chirag. And for a tier one kind of setup, you look for up to 2 or maybe 3 years of a timeline to get the money recovered.
Yes, yes,
And
yes, yes. In metros, because well, this statistics which we calculated was from the tier two city. So,
right,
but since if we start up a franchisee in a metro, then the investment would be the same, but the returns will become more quicker, and
yes,
the we can start the operations, or start getting revenue from day one,
yes.
because of our extensive marketing and PR. So we will be able to generate the revenue from the first day based on the brand name and value.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so let's move to the next slide to have few questions related to the site and other stuff. I have a curiosity to ask the first question.
Yeah.
Who does the site selection? So, for example, if somebody will be interested for a particular location like Mumbai, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
who is going to do the site evaluation, site selection, and site finalization?
Well, site finalization will be done by the potential investor or the franchisee,
Mm,
along with my or my team's help.
mm.
But preferably, we are looking at a site which is popular, which people know, and which has easy accessibility. That is the most important thing. Easy accessibility means there are train services or bus services or taxis, to that location. Patients can easily walk in or reach the place without having to change a lot of their transport mode. So yeah, a potentially accessible, highly accessible site, a popular one in a decent area would be an appropriate.
I think we lost Dr. Chirag again. And yes, there is a so as per the understanding which we had from Dr. Chirag, the site selection, so the investor has to see the property, find the property since he knows his location quite well. But the final call, the selection, and then finalization will be taken care by Dr. Chirag and his team in terms of viewing it and finalize it. Yes, who is the customer? We have a question. Or is there any kind of a minimum guarantee or any fixed return that Oman provides? Since it is going to be managed by franchisee, right? So the minimum guarantee on the business or on the revenue, as of now, the company is not providing. Right, but going forward, in any case, if something happens, then Dr. Chirag will help to understand more about it going forward in the future. Let's go to the next slide to understand if we have anything to talk about, and then to understand more about it. Yes, there are the questions which we already have it from the multiple people. As I would like to thank once again Siddhant. Siddhant, please do share your contact detail if you want to know more about franchisee or if you want us to contact in person with you. Yes, Chetan, we got your contact detail. We'll be in touch with you. The same for Shankar Narayanji. I'm still waiting for your the question and your contact detail to discuss further. Yes, so I think we have covered all the important information in terms of the Omen as an opportunity. We are not able to hear you, Dr. Chirag, once again. We are not able to hear you. Seems to be some problem with the voice. Yes, thank you for joining, to be a part of it. I would request whosoever is listening and, getting an understanding about the different opportunity which we bring on the weekly basis. Please contact us on the number flashing on the screen, which is 9844443200. You can visit franchisebazaar.com to come to know more about Oman Private Limited as well as the other opportunity. You can filter your requirement in terms of investment you look for, the location what you where you want to start, and the industry you want to get associated with. We have Dr. Chirag. Dr. Chirag, we have covered most of the things through this live session. I
Right.
would want you to, give a last message to the viewers who would like to get associated with your franchisee.
Are there any questions?
We have covered almost, and then we have requested people that if have any questions. I mean, they have shared their contact detail. We have to be in
Okay.
touch with them.
Okay. Yeah. So my last message to the viewers here would be that Oman is one of the most exciting business opportunities as of now because it's new. There are very few people, very few competitors. The market potential is huge, and you just need to have the right mindset and dedication to achieve the goals and to make a successfully running franchise unit. Um, the health problems, especially the sexual health problems, has been on a constant rise in the last 4 or 5 years, especially after COVID. and it is going to rise. It is the sexual health problem in men will become an epidemic in the next decade. So if we start now, we will be the front runners in
Yes,
this game.
correct, correct. Yes, thanks, Dr. Chirag, for joining us. And a
Thank
message,
you.
please put your queries. We were going to upload the recorded video also on YouTube. You can stay connected to us, and if you would like to know more about Oman Private Limited, please contact us. So, with this note, we are ending the session. Thank you, Dr.
Okay.
Chirag, once again.
Thank you. Thank you, Alka. Thank you, all the viewers. Thank you.